What's up, y'all? What's going on out there? Y'all know what time it is. It's your boy Easy Work Boxing. About to hit you everywhere, but under your feet with this one. Please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Y'all know what time it is. No bias talk, no racism on this channel. Just give you my opinion of the sport that I love since I was a child, and the sport that we all love. Whether you're casual, whether you're a boxing fan who's been watching the longest as me, I'm gonna give you the 100% truth about this boxing. You understand me? Now we got a lot of stuff we can go into. We can talk about. That's why I said let's talk about boxing, fantasy fights, all the upcoming fights, whatever fight you would like. Let's just talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all see my video earlier. Check that out. I hope you watched it where I was talking about, the situation with Devin Haney and Vasil Lomachenko. A lot of people really need to cut it out and realize that, Vasil Lomachenko is a good fighter, but Lomachenko ain't what y'all think he really is. You know what I'm saying? I want to thank anybody for coming on to the chat. Here go the link to the channel. You are welcome to come on at any time if you would like to. Y'all give me 1 second. I got to answer this phone call. Yes, well, back to the program. Leo Santa Cruz out here. He finna fight at 126. Unification fight approved. Where he don't drop back down to 126. Shout out to Leo Santa Cruz. When he took his challenge up against Tank. A lot of people, including me, said he was ducking Tank Davis. Gotta respect Leo Santa Cruz for stepping up to the plate and fighting Tank Davis in that fight. Hell of a fighter. Y'all already know. I tell y'all, he named his son Al. So out of respect for Al Heyman, so Al Heyman treated Leo Santa Cruz very well. So respect to him for that. Bruce Gas, Boxing and Jazz, some more. What's up to you, my brother? What's going on with you? You understand? We on here talking about all types of fights, all type of boxing. Y'all are welcome to talk about anything you want to. Please come on to the panel. Your boy Easy Work birthday is tomorrow. Show your boy Easy some love if you can. If you can't, I understand. We all out here going through it with the man. Just playing, you know what I'm saying? But Devin Haney, I want to give a shout out to that boy. You understand me? Undisputed. Huh? Undisputed. Mr. Devin Haney. I got to give a shout out to that boy. How can you not? Devin Haney went out there and he done did things that fighters who are so-called legendary have not done yet. He went out there for greatness. He took his greatness. And I think they're going to try to take him out of his greatness in his second fight with Kambosos Jr. They're going to rob Devin Haney, man. I'm telling y'all, they're going to rob Devin Haney, man. They're going to do that boy that wrong, man. All Kambosos Jr. got to do is make it look close, y'all, and they're going to rob him. All he got to do is go through with a straight body attack or something where it look like he ain't getting hit too much in the face. Something where Devin Haney can't connect that too much to his face. And all they're going to do is they're going to rob that boy, man. I guarantee. You heard? I guarantee you that's what they're going to do. They're going to let Kambosos come in there with some head movement, body shots, tit for tat punching. Because I keep telling y'all, the reason he lost the fight in the first place because Kambosos Jr. reaction time is very slow. His reaction time is very slow, especially competing against Devin Haney. Thank you, my brother, for the donation. His reaction time is very slow. So going against Devin Haney, he can't change that overnight. So the best thing that Kambosos Jr. can do is try to make the fight look as close as possible by throwing a body attack, grappling, holding, and frustrating Devin Haney. As far as trying to go out there and box Devin Haney, that would be the wrong strategy for him to do to go out in his second fight. because he clearly lost that in the first fight. You should not box with Devin Haney. He's too superior than most boxers. Floyd Mayweather Sr. put that boy on game. You understand me? You understand? The only person I see him getting any difficulty to Devin Haney is Shakur Stevenson. That's the only fighter I see giving that boy some problems up in his era of today. Other than that, probably Tank too. Tank is special too. Tank, a lot of people think I bash Tank as far as, he trash or he garbage. No, sir. That boy is special. That boy got power. That boy got skills. I just want to see Tank just go and knock all on down. If he the best, I just want to see whoever the best knock everybody down. There's no hate towards anybody if I say anything, about, they're not fighting this person, that person. I got to answer this phone, y'all. My old lady called, and she calling back to back. But the problem is I can't find my phone. So y'all come into. Oh, here she go. Hey, sugar bye. Hey, baby, I'm taking a video about boxing. I'm sorry. I couldn't find my phone, okay? No, I'm sorry, sugar, okay. All right, I'll call you back. I love this boxing, baby. We got to talk about this boxing, baby. I won't. Thank you, my brother. Thank you for the donation. You know what I'm saying, Bruce? I got to thank you again for that donation, bro. Go to the super chat. We in the game. Thank y'all. Hey, man, I also got to tell y'all, somebody stole my bag at work, man. Stole my charger and everything at work. Somebody stole my bag at work. Took my toothbrush out of it and left it on the counter, too. Black people. Niggas. Let's talk about this boxing, though. What we want to see in boxing, fantasy fights, what's upcoming fights. I'm going with Louise Ortiz versus Andy Ruiz, y'all. Louise Ortiz versus Andy Ruiz. Skills pay the bills, not fast hands. Skills pay the bills. And I know that Louise Ortiz is strategic. Hold on, I have a problem. I have big lips. Strategic with that southpaw style that he got. I know he like a surgeon in the ring with that there. He gave Deontay Wilder problems. Now, all I want y'all to do is that if Andy Ruiz loses to Louise Ortiz, give him his credit and give Deontay Wilder his credit. Because y'all ain't noticed yet, Parker, none of these Chisoras, none of these Dylan Whites, none of these Andersons, nobody is calling out Louise Ortiz, but he's supposed to be 80 years old. If he that trash, if he 80 years old, why y'all ain't fought him yet? Wilder fought him twice. And Deontay Wilder, I love you, I'm from Alabama, but I don't want to see y'all fight a third time. You know what I'm saying? Salute to you for getting that man paydays. To help feed his family. You a real one, Deontay Wilder, but a third fight, I think's not. I don't want to see that. I would not like to see that. But at the end of the day, you do what you want to do. You're a king, my brother. Salute to you, Deontay Wilder, and welcome back to the ring. He's coming back October the 15th against Helenius. That's going to be a dangerous fight for Deontay Wilder. Helenius has been fighting since he was 5 years old. Deontay Wilder started when he was 20. 19 years old. I know a lot of people gonna look at it like Helenius, you don't know him, but at the same time, nobody knew who Buster Douglas was. At the same time, you have to understand Deontay Wilder is coming off a loss. His, confidence is a little bit down, probably. He may not say it. Matter of fact, he's coming off of 2 losses. So his confidence may be down. The comeback may be too early. In my opinion, it may be. I'm not saying it is. As far as him training with Malik Scott, I would rather see him training with an official former heavyweight trainer, like a George Foreman, Tim Witherspoon, someone of that era of the old days where skills, even as a heavyweight, paid the bills, conditioning paid the bills. Not even the Holyfield, because their styles are not nowhere near similar. But Deontay Wilder needs a real trainer in there who's not willing to work for just a 10%. I'm here to help you, and I want to see you be great. Deontay Wilder, I wish you would hire me, and I would train you. I'm not a boxer, but as far as your running, I will make sure you get out there and go and run, because I know that's the only thing stopping you from knocking out every other heavyweight that's out there in the game. You have everything, the power, you have the athleticism. Well, we've seen it. The only thing that stopped you in the fight with Tyson Fury was your conditioning. You could have knocked him out in the fifth, sixth round last fight. You just couldn't catch him because you was tired. That extra weight. And shout out to Malik Scott, no disrespect. You out there, you have sacrificed your life as well to give us entertainment. So I salute you and I respect you as well. But as a trainer, I just feel like you should have told Wilder. You did better when you didn't add all that weight on you. You went 12 rounds with him and you really knocked him out. There's no need to add extra weight on you to where you can't move around. That's probably what exhausted Deontay Wilder. I heard Balderas rematching Garon. I don't even know who that is, Joshua. I thank you for tuning in, though, my brother. I love you. Thank you. Helena is knocked out. Sam Peters. Old Sam Peters. I know you ain't talking about old Sam Peters. And Lemon Brewster. He's got a better resume than Wilder. Okay. Well, actually, you can't say he got a better resume than Wilder. He did fight Tyson Fury, whether lost to him or not. Louise Ortiz and, some other names. Now, I'm not saying Wilder got a lot of A1 characters on his resume, but this is a good fight, whoever resume it is. So Lenny has been boxing since he was 5 years old. I love the way he throw his punches. he throw his punches like you chopping trees. He literally throw his punches as slide as punches to hit you in your chin and knock you out. He don't aim for your eye or nothing. Helenius aims straight for your chin, with that right hand. But the problem with Helenius, he throws it multiple times throughout the fight. It's like that's his only bread and butter. He's one-dimensional, but he has a power with it, and he has to have skill set to throw it like that. So respect to him. You can look at a fight and think they can't do this and do that. I did that against Joe Joyce, and Joe Joyce went out there and beat Daniel Dubois. And y'all know Daniel Dubois ain't been paid by Don King yet for the fight he did against Trevor Bryan. Y'all know when I talk boxing, that's why I say I go all the way in. I want to talk about all parts of boxing with you, but Don King ain't paid Daniel Dubois yet for that fight against Trevor Bryan. Just to let y'all know. This is going to be very interesting fight. It's going to be very interesting. You got to respect Deontay Wilder for not coming back and taking the easy fight. Helenius is his height. Like I said, been boxing a long time. This dude got pedigree. This dude got sharp punches with the right hand. I'm telling you, like he trying to slice bread the way he throw that right hand. He hits you straight on your chin, right down the side, trying to knock you out. So, with me feeling like Deontay Wilder, is coming off of two stoppages against Tyson Fury, I feel his confidence may still be a little down. I feel like he can possibly get caught in this fight. I'm from Alabama. I'm from Birmingham, Alabama. I love you, Deontay Wilder. Salute to you, but this is just, me saying, my opinion of it. And I think that this is still a dangerous fight for Deontay Wilder. I seen that they said he was working on his strength and conditioning. Well, Malik Scott, as his trainer, you should really be working on his conditioning. You should be making Deontay Wilder run appeals, everything, because he will be great. He will be a monster. He will be unstoppable if his conditioning was all together. There will be no heavyweight out there that could stop Deontay Wilder. Hopefully, he could get a fourth rematch with Tyson Fury. Manny Pacquiao did it with Marquez. And hopefully he goes up there and that could possibly happen. But the only thing that has ever stopped Deontay Wilder is his conditioning. Had to hit that. Like God bless from out the West. You got big love from Compton, my Bama brother. Thank you, John Clark. I appreciate you. Please tell your friends about me, about all my videos. It's all, real deal talk, whether in boxing or not. I thank y'all for tuning in. I think Ruiz is going to get stretched, but I said the same thing. Ruiz is a paper champion to me. Even though he beat Joshua, I said it was a rigged fight. A lot of people don't believe it. But at the end of the day, we going to see. Because this ain't a title fight. This is going to be a real deal fight. And I think that, and I seen Andrew Ruiz. He was very sharp with his straight right hand. He was working on going against the southpaw. That's the most lethal punch. But I think that Luis Ortiz has just been around in the game so much. This is the guy that gave Deontay Wilder problems before Tyson Fury. And I think he may possibly knock out Andrew Ruiz or beat Andrew Ruiz. All I ask is to the fans is give my Alabama brother, Deontay Wilder, his credit if he beats Andrew Ruiz, because y'all said when Deontay Wilder was fighting, he was 49 years old. He was 59 years old. So if he beat Andrew Ruiz, give Deontay Wilder's credit. That's all I'm saying about that fight. What else is next? We got Shakur Stevenson facing Rob Consequia, supposedly. I'm going with Shakur Stevenson as usual. I think Shakur Stevenson is the real deal. I think Shakur Stevenson is the real deal. I think he's the next Floyd Mayweather Jr. I think Shakur Stevenson can beat Devin Haney. I think Shakur Stevenson can beat Devin Haney. I think he can beat Tank. I think Ryan Garcia can beat Tank. Now, to the Tank fans, they say people hate on him so much, but y'all possibly finna get a Isaac Cruz rematch. That's what y'all finna get from the #1 so-called pound for pound ticket selling, all roads lead to Tank fighter. He finna do a rematch with a dude he beat with one hand. And I literally seen him beat with one hand, which a lot of y'all was hating on Tank, saying that, oh, it was a close fight. Tank beat that boy with one hand from round 1. You can see the way Tank was throwing his punches and his movement, and which it takes skills to beat a fighter with one hand like that. And that's why people think you hating on Tank. I salute Tank, because Tank a hell of a fighter. I just want to see him knock all the kings off. Ryan Garcia's, everybody who up there. Anybody who come towards Tank, because Tank is special like Floyd Mayweather, whether people know it or not. I'm not saying he's not special, but I just want him to. I want to see that he's special. He ain't got to prove nothing to me or nobody. I just want to see it. I think Ruiz is going to, okay, you said that. I want to hear this from the horse's mouth. Can Wilder beat Usyk? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Wilder ain't finna box with Usyk. See, that's what people get. Wilder is not finna sit there and box with Usyk. That's what AJ did. If Wilder hurts Usyk, what you think finna happen? Then y'all see Usyk get hurt by Joshua. If Wilder hurt Usyk, what you think finna happen, John Clark? What you think finna happen? Tyson Fury and Usyk are not the same people. That's what a lot of people getting twisted up. Yes, Usyk is hell. But hold up. Usyk's style is different because he's a heavyweight that can move like that. But at the same time, Wilder's power can cancel all that at any time with Usyk. I would say that that's a 50-50 fight. As far as skill set, I would lean more towards Usyk, but Wilder has the possibility to KO Usyk at any time. Wilder is not going to sit out there and box with him. Snooze button. Wilder's not going to box with him. Ruiz is tall for a Mexican. Yes, Ruiz, what he is, 6'1", 6'2". What is Ruiz height? 6 feet, 6'1", 6'2". He's tall, but at the end of the day, height has nothing to do with boxing. Andy Ruiz, he beat a tall guy before he fought Anthony Joshua. He not. If I ain't mistaken, I always thought it was Hellenius at first, but it wasn't Hellenius. It was a guy from Germany or something like that. But he knocked the guy that that set him up for the fight with Anthony Joshua before he beat Anthony Joshua. Height. People have to understand something because I'm 6'6". I'm 6'6". Height has nothing to do with fighting. Size has nothing to do with fighting. Now, size does in weight because somebody who weighs more than you, they can knock you out with one punch. But you have to realize if they're bigger than you, they're slower than you. It's all about the heart of that dog. You done seen, y'all be on Facebook, y'all see on YouTube, y'all see how little people be beating up big people. It's about the heart of that dog, man. Size has nothing to do with fight. I've always hated when I'm finna get into it with somebody and they always say, you think because you tall. Now, I don't even want to fight them no more when they say that. Because you ain't finna be no challenge because you already intimidated. My height has nothing to do with you having a chance to beat me. My weight has nothing to do with a chance. You know what I'm saying? All that don't mean nothing. It's about your mindset and your skills and your heart. That's all it's about. Ain't nobody big and bad. Ain't nobody no big and bad than nobody. Well, let me see. Josh Taylor vacates his IBF 140-pound title. I told y'all a long time ago that Josh Taylor was going to run from Jose Zepeda. He said he was going to relinquish the belts and stay at 140 because he wants to redeem himself against Jack Catterall. Jack Catterall beat you. If I was Jack Catterall, I would not fight him. You relinquishing the belts, which is disrespectful. You should have fought me with the titles like you fought me before, and it gave it to you. That's very disrespectful what he doing to Jack Catterall. He should not take that fight. He relinquishing the titles. That's some cowardly acts from this what he is, Scottish. That's cowardly as hell what he did. Jack Catterall beat him, and he's saying, "Oh, I'm gonna stay at 140 to fight Jack Catterall." You ran from Jose Zepeda, relinquished that title, WBC title, because Jose Zepeda was your #1 mandatory. And you say you're gonna stay at 140 to fight this man without the belts that he actually won from you. That's disrespectful and some coward shit. But at the end of the day, he gonna have to deal with that. He gonna have to fight somebody at 140 eventually or move up to 147. But he has relinquished the 140-pound IBF title, y'all. Josh Taylor. Just to let y'all know. Bob Arum is planning Devin Haney versus Vasil Lomachenko. I don't know why, because Vasil Lomachenko does not want to fight Devin Haney. He's already proved that when he passed that belt on, but they're going to keep making it seem as if right now that Devin Haney ducked Vasil Lomachenko. Vasil Lomachenko is supposed to be fighting Kambosos Jr. Shout out to Tito, my boy, homeboy, who subscribed to the channel. You said that the fight wasn't going to happen against Kambosos Jr. the second time. Didn't I tell you long as he signed his name on that contract, that fight was going to still happen, which they're going to rob him for? Yes, they're going to rob Devin Haney. They're going to rob Devin Haney. Remember me telling y'all that. Tyson Fury got $400 million for Pacquiao. I want $500 million for Usyk. They've got money. Oh, boss. Tyson Fury doing boss moves. He said Floyd Mayweather got $400 million. Basically, he's saying a nigga, because Tyson Fury, come on, they racist over there. A nigga got $400 million. If y'all want an undisputed matchup between me and Usyk, I want $500 million. And how you love that? Shout out to you, Tyson Fury. You know what I'm saying? Even though you cheated, they helped you cheat the first fight. You know, I can't say nothing about the last two fights. I salute you on the last two fights. I love you, Deontay Wilder. You know, but I ain't biased. I don't care about nothing about no race or nothing like that. The man, in my opinion, you can prove nothing. He won the last two fights. But the first fight, you knocked him out. He stood up too late. And he stood up too late. But Tyson Fury is the man. If Usyk want that beef, Usyk is gonna get beat up. I don't know how y'all think Usyk can beat Tyson Fury. Usyk is not Anthony Joshua. Tyson Fury is not Anthony Joshua. He's not gonna stand there in the pocket and play with him and slap box all day. Tyson Fury is gonna go put them pounds on him, move around the ring, and put them hands on that boy. I don't even know what y'all thinking about with that. Shout out to Lipinex for being Omar Figueroa. I can't believe Omar Figueroa finna retire. I don't know why, but maybe he just tired with it. The Zone announces the making of featuring Canelo Alvarez. They still trying to make Canelo a star, baby, which he is. But Canelo ain't doing that. He gotta go handle Triple G problems. He gotta go handle Triple G problems. You understand? Dimitri Bivol versus Gilberto Ramirez agreed for November 5th in United Arabia, United Arab Emirates. Oh my God. What's up with all this stuff going on overseas, man? What's up with all this going overseas fight? What about America, baby? So I keep telling y'all. Oh, Chris Eubank Jr. versus Conor Ben. Chris Eubank Jr. versus Conor Ben. That's gonna be a hell of a fight, a classic fight. You understand me? That's gonna go down for a long time. Two fathers, sons out there boxing each other once again, baby. That's legendary. That's legendary. I salute to both of them, Conor Ben and Chris Eubank Jr. Now you know I'm gonna go in on both of them. Conor Ben, why you didn't fight Keith Thurman? Even Eddie Hearn said y'all was on the road to fight Keith Thurman. You chose to back out of fighting Keith Thurman. Oh no, hold on, let me make sure I'm right. You was gonna have a possibility of fighting Keith Thurman or other fighters at 147, but you decided to go and pick at Chris Eubank Jr. instead of going after Keith Thurman. Now, respect to it. Going up in that weight, fighting a bigger fighter like Chris Eubank Jr., I salute you, thumbs up for that. But why you ain't fight my boy Keith Thurman? Why you ain't fight my boy Keith Thurman? That would have been a hell of a fight between you two. That would have really moved you up in the welterweight ranks. I don't know if fighting Chris Eubank Jr. is really going to do anything for you in the welterweight rankings because he's a 160 pounder. But I like Chris Eubank Jr. He's a hell of a fighter, power puncher. I don't like how he's adapted the Roy Jones Jr. style, like he's trying to be Roy Jones Jr. I like when he was getting trained by the guy at the Mayweather gym, the Spanish Mexican guy he was Mexican Spanish or something, but that's when he fought I think it was James DeGale. Yeah, James DeGale. That's when he fought James DeGale and won that fight, which James DeGale said he would retire if Chris Eubank beat him, and we haven't seen him since. But he trained him very well. I seen Chris Eubank Jr. coming behind the jab, doing a lot of different things in the ring. You could tell he learned a lot in that fight, training with that guy. No disrespect to Roy Jones Jr. I just feel that Roy Jones Jr. is not a good trainer because Roy Jones Jr. was a blessing in boxing. He had great athleticism. Let's not forget the steroids that he was using. Some people gonna get mad at that. A lot of people get mad when black people who have the channels of boxing, we blast out the black fighters, but it's true. He was using steroids, and Roy Jones was just on a little different level. His athleticism, his movement was different. So that's why I say when it comes to training most fighters, I don't think he's a good trainer because it showed later in his career that Roy really didn't have the pedigree of a Floyd Mayweather Floyd Mayweather. A lot of people criticize Floyd Mayweather, but people have to understand this: no matter how old Floyd got, he never lost. No matter how old Floyd got, he embarrassed younger fighters. Roy Jones got old and lost to fighters that were nowhere near on his level back in the day. So that should really prove to y'all that Roy didn't have the skill set that we thought he had. Roy was just blessed with the athleticism and fighting ability that he had along with the steroids. And that's no disrespect to Roy Jones Jr. I respect you as a black man and as a boxer. I would never disrespect you, my brother, but I'm not lying. We all know that you are on steroids. I always have to say that because you get so many men come on here saying you're hating about somebody, and I would never hate about a man who getting there, risk his life and give us entertainment. I just tell the truth. Thurman ready to prove himself again. Thurman needs to get out there and prove himself again. He needs to fight Boots. Conor being locked in with Eubank Jr. Virgil Ortiz just got done fighting. Boots and Keith Thurman need to go at it. And y'all know I rock with Keith Thurman. That letting y'all know I ain't being biased. Keith Thurman, he talking all that talk. There go a fight right there. Fight Boots. Go ahead on, fight Boots. Ain't nothing else left out there. Crawford and Spence finna fight. You know what I'm saying? Keith Thurman, man. You know, I'm not a bandwagon jumper. You know what I'm saying? If I ride with you, I ride with you. If y'all ain't knows, I ain't gonna jump off ship yet with Keith Thurman. But Keith Thurman, as a real fan of yours, brother, man, you gotta step up to the plate, bro. You gotta put some spark on your name, bro. You can't be coming on these interviews doing all this talking, and I respect it. In which I'm gonna watch that fight between you and Diego Chavez tonight when I'm eating, because I love that fight. That's what made me, you know, show me that you was the real deal. But Keith Thurman has to really step up to the plate, y'all. He got to give us what we want, man. He coming out talking and talking, oh, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that. No, man. Go and holler at Boots, man. Boots ain't got nobody right now. You and Boots need to fight. I keep telling y'all, Keith Thurman versus Boots on the undercard of Terrence Crawford versus Errol Spence. Nigga, that's $1 million pay-per-view, baby. That's $1 million pay-per-view, baby. Keith Thurman versus Boots. Keith Thurman versus Boots on Errol Spence versus Terrence Crawford undercard. That man, that undercard, man. Niggas gonna start back selling dope. Niggas gonna start back selling dope to watch that fight, bro. Can you? Can you feel me? Yes, Floyd is great. Can anyone stop Better Be? Better Be just bagged out a fight, I heard, against Anthony Yard. Somebody he got an injury. Better Be backing out of fights now when it comes to Anthony Yard. Now, Anthony Yard has lost before to Sergey Kovalev. Okay? I understand that. For people going to say, what he's scared of him for? He already got lost. Different stroke for different folks. You understand me? Can't use the triangle figure on nothing. That's still a challenge for him to try to beat Anthony Yard. All of a sudden he injured now, but that's coming soon. Can anyone stop Better Be? Bilver. Bilver ain't scared of nobody. Bilver ain't scared of nobody. He ain't studying no Better Be. He beat Canelo Alvarez, one of the most hyped up fighters in boxing at this point. And he still went out there and accomplished what he had to do. Better Be ain't nothing to him because he got fundamentals. Bilver got fundamentals. So yeah, he'll beat Better Be. But Better Be is dangerous, but Better Be ain't got no skill set. He's just a brute. He's just a brute. He come in with all that comfort, aggressive shit. At the end of the day, that ain't gonna mean nothing. Only thing you gotta do is attack. Just keep throwing to Better Be's body. He a human being. I ain't never understood how people in boxing be talking about fighters like they Iron Man or something. He got the same type of flesh you got. You punch him in his stomach, he gonna hurt just like you is. I'll be undefeated as a boss. You wanna know why? I tire out all my opponents. I wouldn't do nothing but throw body shots majority of the fight. I ain't finna headhunt or nothing. I'm finna beat your body up the whole fight and tire you out. The first early rounds, I'm finna beat your whole, I'm finna hit you all in your legs, your calves. Anything I get away with, I'm finna beat your body up. I'm gonna hit you on your hip bones, everything. Like Floyd Mayweather said, throw it to the side. Man, before I'm gonna have you so tired. You throw all that you want to. Hey, y'all welcome to come on the channel. I'd like to thank Bruce again for the donation, my brother. There go the link right there. You're welcome to come on, man. All y'all gotta do is go on StreamYard. It's very easy to get on. What you say? Better be ran? What you mean? Better be ran from what? Oh, you talking about Anthony Yard? I believe so. All of a sudden he getting an injury. They act like he an X-Man, like he Wolverine or something, like he made out of titanium. So I don't understand how he just get a injury when it's time for him to fight Anthony Yard. But that's just my opinion. That don't mean it's actually true. Easy can Bruce and I have wrenches. I'm not on my regular platform. I'm not on my phone. I can't give wrenches right now. But I will give you one though. I promise you that. Better be drop music in the amateurs. Oh man, that's in the amateurs. That's in the amateurs. Sean Porter beat music in the amateurs. Sean Porter beat Daniel Jacobs in the amateurs. Why your eyes red? You tired? You tired? We talking about boxing, brother. That's my light that's going into my eyes. But my birthday is tomorrow. Please donate to the channel to those that love your boy Easy. Hey, go to the Cash App, PayPal is all in the description if you want to show your boy Easy some love, man, on the channel. Or you can go to the channel, the regular part of the channel. You'll see the buttons, the green and yellow buttons on there. I would truly appreciate you. Shout out to my big brother. His birthday is tomorrow. What time it is? Oh, 10:27. We got an hour and 30 minutes or so for our birthday. Why would Better be Doug Yard with 2 KO losses and a puncher than him? I just think he would do that. A lot of the loss means nothing. How many fighters that are legends and greats that have lost? Sugar Ray Leonard lost. Marvin Hagler lost. A lot of fighters have lost. That takes nothing away from them. Tevin Farmer lost a lot of fights before he became a champion. A loss means nothing. A loss means nothing. But I understand what you're saying. Danny Garcia beat Terrence in the amateurs, and Terrence Crawford beat Danny Garcia in the amateurs. But nobody talks about the fact that Danny Garcia has been ducking Terrence Crawford since 140 pounds. Nobody talks about the fact that Danny Garcia ducked Victor Postal, which Terrence Crawford had to come and handle Danny Garcia's lightweight at 140. Danny Garcia was unified at 140 and ran because he knew Terrence Crawford was coming up to 140. Then Danny Garcia moves up to 147 and fights everybody at 147, but does not fight Terrence Crawford. Ducking Terrence Crawford again, saying that he feels good at 154. No, you didn't fight Terrence Crawford at 147. Why didn't you do that? When Terrence Crawford mentioned about fighting Danny Garcia, this was about 2-3 years ago, his father began calling Terrence Crawford all out his name, calling him nappyhead and disrespecting Terrence Crawford because all he said he wanted to do was fight Danny Garcia. See, when it comes to me and these boxing videos and the time that's been going on, I literally watch this stuff, bro. I ain't been watching it lately because it's like wrestling now. But when it comes to them old videos and you want, I can verify a lot, bro. Danny Garcia been ducking Terrence Crawford for a minute. Danny Garcia couldn't beat nobody at 147. What did he blamed it on weight? I wasn't feeling comfortable at 147. So it took you 3 fights of losing or more, however many fights you had at 147 to understand you didn't feel comfortable at that weight. You fought everybody except Terrence. And Terrence got a title. So what does that tell y'all? Terrence had a title. He still didn't want to fight Terrence. Watch the fight. Sean Porter got the win, but he actually, when Ryan Garcia beat Virgil Ortiz, but he really lost that. Ryan Garcia really beat Virgil Ortiz, but they fought in the amateurs. Ryan Garcia versus Virgil Ortiz fought in the amateurs. Sugar Ray Leonard has respectable losses. Yes, he does. One thing I hate about Sugar Ray Leonard is that he didn't fight Aaron Pryor. You know, that's starving dudes out, man. People got families, bro. And he earned that position from what I understand. He earned it. Terrence Crawford lowballed Danny Garcia. Man, come on, bud. Come on, man. Get the fuck out of here. I mean, I hate when y'all be doing that, man. I hate when y'all be doing that. I just broke it down to you the best way possible. No bull, no BS, no bias talk. Danny Garcia been running from Terrence Crawford since 140, bro. Danny Garcia was unified. Should have been on his way to undisputed. Terrence moved up to 140. He left. Terrence had to fight Victor Poster. Danny Garcia was supposed to fight Victor Poster. Let me go on some other names. Like I said, we talking about all parts about it. Let me see now. Who is Tank fighting next? What's up for Tank? Chris Colbert versus Frank Martin. Is that happening? The guy that beat Chris Colbert, y'all know he just won a title, I think, at 130. The WBA title at 130. Chris Colbert was all talk, man. I gotta watch some videos on Fulton. I don't know what weight class he is. This is the guy that beat Brandon Figueroa, Omar Figueroa's little brother. I gotta watch some film on him. I really haven't checked him out yet. Floyd Mayweather, I told Anthony Joshua, that's a clickbait video. I see whenever a fighter loses, a lot of people go and put Floyd Mayweather name behind "I told you" or something like that, and that'll make people click on it because you want to hear from the best of, one of the greatest of all time. In my opinion, the greatest of all time. So you'll want to hear his opinion. That's a smart move, but it's really clickbait type talk. Devin Haney highlights from him versus Cambosis.
As you get older, weight loss gets a little.
Fair use notice. We just talk about boxing on here.
I put on a great performance for what George Cambosis brought to the table. But this fight, I feel like it will be even better because I know George is going to come to fight. He's going to give it his all, even more than he did the first time. So it'll make for me to be able to showcase my skills even more, and it'll be better this time around for me.
As a former champion, as a fighter, how could I pass up on this opportunity? As a father, as a role model for my 3 kids, when the going gets tough and unfortunately you don't succeed in something, do you just throw it in? I want to be the best role model for my 3 kids. So.
See, I be hate when they go and do all that. So I just want to be the best role model for my kids, and they ain't got nothing to do with it, George. Talk about the fight. Don't be them getting like they would be recruiting soldiers for sympathy. No, don't do that. Remember, you was a king. And what about deception? Deception, you make them think. Well, make us think you don't care about you getting your ass whooped, because we don't want to hear that. Talk regular. Talk regular. What you said, Danny Garcia, this bud, because, man, I ain't.
I had to take this rematch, and I'll be very excited for October 16th.
But right now we have George Cambosos on the menu for October the 16th, and that's what it is. Our focus is 100% on him, and Devin making history. This is a historic fight for Devin.
And also, Devin will be defending his undisputed titles in this fight. So I can see Devin Haney possibly, doing see, this is the thing. All roads lead to Devin Haney right now. So all this talking about who at 135, why y'all think everybody fighting at 140 all of a sudden? T.O. went up to 140. Ryan then went up to 140. They running from Devin Haney. They running from Devin Haney. Y'all ain't realized that yet? Fortuna versus Garcia, 140. Teofimo, move up to 140. Tank really ain't got nowhere to really run no more, but he in so many divisions that he can find a fight for y'all. And it could be a cab driver and they're going to accept it. They're going to accept it. But they are running from Devin Haney. Tank. If Tank, this pay-per-view started, Mr. Big Badass, I love him, I salute him. Why he ain't called out the head honcho at 135 to get them belts? Oh, he did, didn't he? But like I told y'all, he did that because he knew Devin Haney was tied up in a contract with Kambosos Jr. for the second fight. Fighters are known for doing that nowadays, calling out a fighter when they got a contract signed. That's why he did that. Tank is a hell of a fighter, y'all. I would love to see Tank just go against the best. That's all. Aaron Pryor ducked $800K for Leonard. Why would he duck $800K for Leonard? That's BS. Danny did not want that smoke. I know. Danny didn't want that smoke. Aaron Pryor was at 140. Leonard was at 147. Aaron had nothing for him and still got the offer. Yeah, true enough, but he didn't have nothing for him to offer, but he proved himself. He deserved to fight. If you ain't afraid of me, fight me. He didn't fight him. So, you know, what else are we supposed to think? Let's go back into this video. Shout out to Bill Haney. I salute you, Bill.
In the sense of that no one in the fourth belt era, other than Pernell Whitaker, has ever got the belts and defended them. So it's a great opportunity to add to his legacy by going over to Australia and doing it in front of the Australian fans once again.
Road Life is going to be beautiful, beautiful arena. You know, I've had the privilege to watch, you know, the tennis here. And, you know, it's an amazing arena, 15,000, 16,000. It's going to...
Y'all, he don't even sound confident in himself. Y'all, he don't even sound confident. They are going to rob Devin, y'all. They're going to tell him all he got to do is grab hold and throw body punches, and he is going to win. He's going to win on the scorecards, y'all. I'm telling y'all. Ain't no telling what they finna allow this boy to come in on, juiced up, but he don't sound confident at all to me. I get what?
It'll be jam-packed. Totally different atmosphere. This is the Coliseum, and the underdogs is back.
It was a dream come true for me to become undisputed, my name be mentioned with the greats, but it doesn't stop there. You know, I want my name to be mentioned with the greats still. I want my name to be mentioned with Pernell Whitaker. He was undisputed, but he defended his belts, you know, as undisputed, and I want to do the same thing. You know, I want my.
He will do that this fight. Shout out to you, Devin. I talk a lot of trash about you. I just don't feel you the next Floyd. I think Shakur will get at you. But other than that, I salute you, my brother, smart, young businessman doing this thing. Could never hate on him. I'm not a hater. I just love this sport, man. I just want to see the best fights.
My name to be with those guys who defended the belts. And I will be the youngest to defend the belts and come out victorious, inshallah.
It's a great division. For me, yes, I'm 29. This is do or die for me now. You will not see me.
So he is not over 30 years old. He's 29 years old, which is good. He's at his prime right now. So there's no excuse to losing to Devin Haney. Ain't no point in coming back 4 years later and say, I was out of my prime. No, you're 29. To me, right now, he doesn't look like he in any shape. Like he still got some weight on him, but that don't mean nothing, you know. From what I understand now, fighters drain weight overnight in like a day or two. So, like I said, Kambosos' reaction time is what caused him to lose to Devin Haney. If he go out there trying to box Devin Haney, if he don't come up with a strategy, he gonna get beat again. But all he needs to do is make the fight look close, and they're gonna rob Devin Haney. That's why they put in Australia 2 times. So Devin Haney will lose the titles and get robbed if he don't knock out Kambosos, and it'll be Vasil Lomachenko versus Kambosos. That's basically what's going on, in my opinion. And I'm rarely wrong.
If I don't overcome this fight back in Australia fighting, you know, domestic guys, that's not me. So everything I have, I'll be putting into that ring and obviously my training, and, you know, God willing, I'll be victorious.
Fair use notice to Let me see where this video came from. Fair use notice to Top Rank Boxing for educational uses only. I thank y'all for this video. Shout out to Top Rank Boxing. Y'all check them out. Y'all know where to go subscribe.
For September 16th.
Right now, our main focus is George Kambosos and, going back to Australia and doing it once again to, perform at the top level as best as I can for the Australian fans and the Australian people, and to go in there and have fun.
It's very nice. That's my whole career where I've been an underdog. So, this is nothing new for me now. This is a good position I'm in, and October 16th is where it will happen.
Oh, I mean, I just want to thank God a lot for, me being here, me and my dad being here. This is another great.
I mean, I want to see. I don't know what's going on with Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia ducks the hell out of Devin Haney. He always talking about that's gonna be the last fight for me. No, make it the fight for you now. I don't understand that. That's some sucker shit right there. That's going on with Ryan Garcia. But Ryan Garcia, whether or not he ducking Devin Haney or not, he ain't ducking Tank. He won't Tank. He screams Tank. If Tank can knock him out, Tank need to go prove that. A lot of people talking, oh, he just won't Tank because it's a payday. They prize fighters. They're supposed to be fighting for paydays. Oh man, he just want to take Tank or use Tank and get his fans. That's how he get his money if he take Tank fans. So of course he want to go out there and beat Tank. That's what they're supposed to do. Floyd Mayweather is doing a great job by managing Tank. If Tank was my son, yes. But when it comes to being a real deal boxing fan who wants to see real deal fights, no. The fight between him and Ryan Garcia should get made, y'all. Without no excuses, no problems. Oscar De La Hoya right there ready and willing to work with Mayweather to make that fight. Tank does not want to fight Ryan Garcia. But when you say that, y'all going to say, oh my God, people are hating on him. Well, why the fight is not made? Why the fight is not made? Why isn't it made? Salute the Tank. But, bro, come on. It's time to step it up, bro. It is time to step it up, bro. Also, y'all remember Ruiz versus Jose Cepeda is coming up for the WBC title at 140 for the vacant title. Ramirez, Jose, no, hold on. I can't say his name. But it was a fighter who's supposed to fight Jose Cepeda for the WBC title, but he was getting married and he backed out of it. And now Ruiz Progress and him will be fighting for the WBC title at 140. I'm very happy for that because I'm a fan of Ruiz. He's a hard hitting puncher, 140-pounder. Look like he's from the 1930s with his style. He's very powerful, not stops fighters. And I'm looking forward for him to go out there and win this match. Shout out to Jose Cepeda and his fans as well. He's a dangerous fighter, which is why Josh Taylor ducked him. Josh Taylor ducked him and ran from him. East Canelo Alvarez said he doubts Ryan Garcia beats Tank because Ryan can do things. He's talented, but he need dedication to back that up. Canelo Alvarez need to shut the hell up because he just went out there and got beat up. So. And of course they into it, but he got other problems he need to be working on, like Bevel problems, and he got Triple G problems. So, but I feel sorry for Triple G. You never know though. I think Triple G probably could have been playing with him to feed him into the fight, making him look bad, like he ain't doing nothing, and then he gonna beat Canelo up. But I know Triple G probably training as hard as he ever trained to beat Canelo. And another thing is, Triple G is just like Kambosos Jr. His reaction time is very slow. Which Triple G has one of the greatest jabs in boxing, but as far as defensively, his reaction time is slow. That's why he get, hit a lot if he go through a lot of punch output there. I'm sorry, y'all. I just keep going on with the boxing because you know I told y'all, you know, I go in when I talk about all parts of boxing, baby. You understand? All parts. All parts. Sean Porter had Terrence Crawford on there talking about, you know, him and his rivalry between Errol Spence. You know, he said he don't really have a rival with Errol Spence besides the fact that, you know, he pushes him to be great. You know, he's never had a rival before, and it makes him train harder and go out there and want to beat Errol Spence. He said, other than that, you know, I'll be going to the Hall of Fame by myself. You know what I'm saying? I don't need Errol Spence. You know, but I think the shoe is on the other foot when it requires to Errol Spence because he's a one division champion, even though unified. And a lot of people think that that's a lot, but that just shows a lot of people are casuals. You know, yes, he's done something in the sport of boxing. He's became a champion, a unified champion, but only in one weight class. So compare that to what Terrence Crawford has done in boxing is ludicrous. And that's no disrespect to Errol fans, no matter which way you want to slice it and dice it. You can't compare what Terrence Crawford has done in the sport of boxing with Errol Spence. Because Errol uses that every time. He loses that. And he's still a hell of a fighter, hell of a champion. He's still a hell of a fighter, hell of a champion. That's why we want to see this fight so bad. So I want to see Ryan versus Haney. I want to see Ryan versus Tank. Not Ryan versus Haney. I think that I could see Ryan Garcia getting frustrated a lot against Devin Haney. I could literally see him getting frustrated a lot. Just typed in Haney versus Loma, baby. Linares. Let's look at some highlights right here of his fight right quick. See, what round is this that Devin got caught in doing that? I think it's like the 8th or 9th round. See, Devin gonna use a lot of his energy throwing his jab. See, Devin fights like Floyd Mayweather. Devin fights off the point system. Devin ain't concerned with knocking you out. That's why a lot of people say he's boring. Devin ain't worried about knocking you out. He fight off the point system. But if you tire him out, he opens himself up. I mean, like any other person would. That's why Linares was able to catch him.
Mostly dominated in this fight, but had a great round 10 and has Haney perhaps on wounded knees. Caught him again. Haney is still shook.
Now, see, the thing that people are not realizing is that, are you going to say Linares this and Linares that? Y'all got to realize Linares' legs are shot. Linares is not the same fighter he used to be while fighting Devin Haney tonight. So imagine now that if that was a young, fresh Tank. Imagine if that was a young, fresh Teofimo Lopez, even though Teofimo Lopez does not want to fight Devin Haney. Not scared of him, not saying that, but he feels that Devin Haney will beat him. You can tell straight up with Teofimo Lopez. Ryan Garcia, too. Tank, too. Tank don't even mention Devin Haney's name until he signed the contract and Devin got to fight somebody else. Devin is really a boogeyman, y'all. And ain't nobody really giving Devin Haney credit for that, but Devin Haney is really a boogeyman. He really got dudes running. You see, he got 135 pounds moving up to 140. T.O. talking about he too big. Ryan talking about he too big. Tank already moved up to 140 to have a scapegoat, so why he ain't fighting people? You see what I'm saying? So if Linares can hurt him like that, y'all, just imagine. Just imagine what Tank can do with them fresh legs, young legs, in their prime legs. Ryan Garcia in their prime legs, but they are afraid to fight him. I don't know if it's the fact that he was trained. Maybe it's the fact that he was trained by Floyd Mayweather Sr. too that scared him. Then y'all know, not disrespecting Tank, y'all know that they say him and Tank sparred before, and Tank, even Devin said this, that Tank, he made Tank quit. Which y'all got to go back to Rolly Romero saying that Tank Davis been dropped in sparring, he been hurt in sparring, and he get up and they say he whine and run out the ring, or he have a temper tantrum. But don't nobody talk about that. Don't nobody talk about that. You know, on this channel, we're going to keep it a buck. I don't care if you're black or white. I don't like Michael Jackson. It don't matter if you're, we're going to talk about you. We're going to keep it a buck. Pain is boring. Okay, y'all, he's got a lot of footwork wizard, but when guys can't punch that footwork wizard, that's not entertaining. Well, the actual point of it is to win. They're not actually, they entertain us, but if I was a boxer, I wouldn't care how you feel about me not going out there and getting myself hurt to entertain you. Because when I lose, you ain't going to be in my corner. You ain't going to pay no hospital bill if I get knocked out because I'm trying to entertain you and run out there and get knocked off my feet. Hector Garcia looks good at 130. I don't know who Hector Garcia is. I'm just being real with you. You know, I always tell y'all, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I ain't no dude gonna stunt like, oh, he does? Yeah, I seen him in his last fight. No, I ain't that dude. I am not that dude. My birthday is coming up, y'all. 1 more hour to my birthday. Donate, go to Cash App, baby. Go to Cash App, donate to Easy's birthday, baby. Y'all donate to your boy. I ain't even got it like that. I got to work, man. You understand? I want to take my old lady out tomorrow for my birthday. I want to take my old lady out for my birthday. Make her feel special because she been ride or die with this poor nigga. She been ride or die with this poor nigga. You understand? I just want to show her and take her out somewhere. Take her to eat some seafood. You know what I'm saying? Like we love. It ain't about me, play. I just want to show the young lady who showed me love. You understand? You want to support the channel, baby? There go the Cash App right there, baby. Post it up for y'all. Love y'all, youngin. Hector Garcia. Oh, that's the guy. Oh, that's the guy who beat Chris Colbert, right? Yeah, he a strong fighter. I knew Chris Colbert was gonna get beat by somebody. All that flashy talk. You know what I'm saying? You gotta win fights, baby. You gotta win fights, baby. Let's go to an old school fight. Miguel Cordo versus Margarito 2, baby.
Margarito's stamina is legendary.
And y'all gotta remember this. A lot of y'all don't remember this because y'all some casuals and y'all don't really watch the sport of boxing unless it's about your boo. But Miguel Cordo was cheated by Antonio Margarito by putting a cast in his fist and his gloves, which Shane Mosley called it too. But he beat, this man, could have messed up his career, man, and hurt him real bad.
And so far, Cordo's still giving ground like he did. Which is push Margarito back, force him back, lock him up and walk him back to break his forward momentum.
Don't y'all just love the sport of boxing? You know what I love about it? It's the fact that it's, one man versus one man. Ain't no jumping, ain't no whipping, and ain't no nothing. It's all about smarts be smarts and hard be hard. That's what I love about the sport of boxing more than anything. I've been watching it since I was a kid, man. I really enjoy it. You know, when I say certain fighters about some, you know, when I say certain things about certain fighters, it's not me being disrespectful towards them. I just love sports so much that I want to see, you know, greatness in all of them. You know, I'm not looking for nobody to lose or get hurt or to hate on nobody, as people say. I just want to see the best fights. That's what all we've seen who's coming up. So, you know, it's sad that MMA, other sports are taking over because in boxing, they don't want to give us what we deserve. They always say, oh, it takes time to build a fight. No, it don't take time to build a fight. When the public want it, that's when the demand is high. When the demand is high, people will pay. When the demand is high, people is pay. You won't see somebody come in and order a hot chocolate milkshake, come back and buy it 2 hours later and still pay the top price for it, would it? No, because it's a cold milkshake now. While it's hot, get it while it's hot. So that's why I don't understand why. This is when you know a lot of these dudes are casual and just, you know, riding the coattails of their fighters. Because if something is hot, right now is the time. There's no need to wait. If you wait and put it on the back burner, people don't want to buy a cold, people don't want to buy a hot beer, basically. When you go to the store, you want a cold beer. You don't, what's the point of me? I want a cold beer now. Why would I wait later, come back 2 hours for a hot beer? You have to look at things logically, and that's what men do. Unfortunately, love y'all, respect y'all. Women don't look at it like that. They can't look at it like that for some reason. But it's time for me to get off, y'all. I've been on for 1 hour and 7 minutes. I thank y'all for y'all love and y'all support. I just ask that y'all stay tuned. Show your boy some love once again. Y'all know where to go. And I love y'all. This your boy Easy Work Boxing. I'm out. Peace.